Hey y'all, yes, I have the exact same outfit on that I have from the introduction video, but guess what? I just filmed that 2 seconds ago. So same day, same outfit, get after it, you can do it. I'm gonna show you a quick before of like how I look. Yes, I am classic mom. My hair looks crazy. I have a hat on because my hair is greasy. It's fallen out in places. Oversized, like 4 size too big shirt, and shorts that do fit but ride up constantly. So it's classic mom look. I'm not going to show a whole lot just because I respect my temple to be more modest. I know some people don't, and that doesn't really bother them. The Lord hasn't really convicted them in that area yet, but for me, the Lord's convicted me heavily that women need to be modest as much as possible during, hot summertime and while you're working out. So over time, I may find different, sports bras and different pants and stuff that cover more, and so I'll be able to wear those. But usually I'm just going to work out in regular clothes just because I'm recording it. So I am 7 weeks postpartum with my second baby. So this is me sucking in. I do have chunk. I have chunk back here, chunk down here, chunk here, but it's really not terrible. I've already started for the past few weeks since I was 2 weeks postpartum. I went ahead and started doing breathing exercises, which you'll see in the video. I will link the videos below on who I follow. I think she's fantastic. She really inspires me. She just has her kiddos running around in the video, and she still gets her work done, and she still gets things done, and she's very encouraging and uplifting on taking care of our body, listening to our body, and just pushing as much as we can to be healthy as mamas. Her take is more just mamas, and fitness for mamas is what it's called. I believe you pronounce her name as Melinda Pederson or Patterson. I say Peterson, that's what I say. But I love her. She's basically become part of my family. I watched her throughout my entire pregnancy. She has fabulous pregnancy videos, fabulous postpartum. She helps with that diastasis recti to get that close back together, and I did that from week 2, and now I'm week 7. I will continue to do that until I work on building up that strength in my core again to be able to do more intense core exercises. Everything that you see is just going to be how I'm doing it. In her videos, she shows you modification. I'll be showing you at times modification as well. You have to listen to your body. Don't push yourself. And I want to encourage you, whenever you're working out, if you're not where you want to be, you're going to get there. But it is a process, and you have to enjoy the process. Otherwise, in 3 months from now, you're just going to give up. If you enjoy the process of feeling better and seeing these small improvements, that's going to be such a much more joyful process, and I hope that it is for you. So like I said, I've been doing some core exercises as well as low impact cardio. Last week, I took the week to kind of see where I was at and started to do more intensified cardio, intensifying the breathing exercises, as well as starting a 30-day squat challenge. I'm on like day 21, I believe. So I will be finishing that up here shortly. I took before pictures, but they're not as modest, and I simply took those for myself and to send to Melinda Pederson. She requests those if you want to show and that kind of thing. It goes exclusively to her, privacy, everything like that. It's only to her. It's only for her, to encourage her and to see, for her to see that her videos are really working and impacting other women. Other than that, I'm not going to be posting those pictures because it's just sports bras and undies, and we don't need all that on the internet. So, like I said, I do have chunk. This is me sucking in. You can kind of see where stuff is starting to kind of come along, so that to me is a massive improvement. This is me not sucking in. Postpartum, there is still chunk. We're still getting there. It's a process. The booty is, still pretty flat, but that's all right. You can see my legs. Here are my legs. They don't, nothing drastic, but here's before. Eventually we will get to where everything is starting to come together and being more healthy. It's not just about how you look, it's also about how you feel. So my arms, I have small arms for sure, itty bitty, but it gets the work done. My goal is to get them bigger and more toned so I can carry all of the things that I need to carry. But I'm gonna stop talking, I'm gonna get after it. The first exercise is going to be I'm gonna go ahead and just do the breathing exercises first. I've noticed that it just helps if you go ahead and start with that. Then I start in with the 30-day squat challenge, and then after that, I finish off hardcore with the more intensified 20-minute HIIT cardio. It also usually has strength and endurance to go with that, and then it ends with about a 3-minute cool down. You're more than welcome to do more than that, but I like to start out with kind of getting warmed up first with your breathing exercises and with the squat challenge. That way my body's warm and ready to go and ready to hit harder on the cardio. You're gonna sweat, you're gonna enjoy it, it's gonna be a process. I hope that you enjoy kind of just seeing another mom and trying to be the best that I can be. Also too, I want you to remember that it's not just about exercise, your diet counts too. Even if you have a really good metabolism, one day you may not. And you need to be putting in good, healthy, wholesome food that is the best that it can be, not artificial. I will tell you, that's very difficult. But self-discipline, a day at a time, cutting out less and less and less. Just because maybe someone else has to eat a smaller portion amount of food and that's the route that they want to go, doesn't mean that that's going to work for you. I want to encourage you. There is a certain amount that each person, depending on their body type, depending on what gender they are, needs. But if you're hungry, don't just starve yourself. Now, if you're eating 2 huge platefuls of food every single meal, that's a different story. You need to eat the correct amount, but you're not gonna eat this itty bitty tiny meal, I promise. You need to be getting at least, for me personally, I have to get at least 70 grams of protein a day. That may be upped a little bit for you, it may be less depending on how old you are, all of those kinds of things. But I want to encourage you, your diet does count, but it needs to be just good, wholesome food. Start there and just keep progressing. Do your research, really get a good, godly group of women around you. I hope I can be one of those women to encourage you to just seek after good, healthy choices every single day. It's about choices and about developing a lifestyle, not about restrictions and law. And I hope that once I'm done making my video and you can sit down with me afterwards, you will get to understand a little bit more about how God views that. So, I love you. Get after it. You can do this. Hey you guys, no music or voices today. Just mute the TV and put on your favorite music. I hope that you guys enjoy watching this video and can't wait to hear all about it. Disclaimer, this is just an encouraging video. Click the link in the description to follow along with the workout. Thank you. Oops. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you can see, drenched in sweat. So sweaty. I'm like, this whole up here is like darker than the rest of my shirt. I am drenched in sweat, but we did it. I know there might be some of you that are like, oh, it's really easy. Like, you know, I wish that she would do more. Right now, I'm doing what's best for my body, and that is doing things that are slightly modified to heavily modified, only because, you know, it takes time after you have a baby to get everything back in place where it needs to be, and until you're secure and solid in those, you know, in your abdomen, having your organs be where they need to be at, it's better to be safe and be more modified, and then enjoy that process until you can start being more advanced and get to meet the goals that you want to meet. But until then, we'll just be happy with where we're at. I want to encourage you. About halfway through that, I constantly kept hearing the devil's voice, just saying, you can't do it, it's not worth it, you don't have to do this, like. people that are watching this are going to make fun of you, and everything that you can think of was running through my head. And the Lord just came in and spoke to me. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. That is what this channel is going to be about. That is our verse for this channel. Is I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. In our weakness, He is strong. I want you to know that I have your back. If you feel like no one else has your back, I have your back. You can do this. There are people in my family that are way more advanced than me. I have a brother that plays football, and he's like go, 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 super in shape. And sometimes I think, oh my gosh, I wish I could be that in shape. But then I remember I can be that in shape, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna wake up and have a six-pack and be ready to go. It takes time. It takes effort in all areas of your life. And I can't stress enough, it just takes time. You can do this. You've got this. Let's go stretch some more on your own, independently. Have some time with the Lord, and remember that our verse is in His weakness, we are strong. We can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. You got this. You killed it. Take a bubble bath tonight, and tomorrow get up ready to go, because we're going to hit it hard and we're going to get it done. Love you.